Hey, in this segment, I'm going to try to explain to you how you can integrate a picture into CAD, either to have it part of CAD or so that you can sketch over it. So let's go get us a little plan here. Show you. So I'm just going to type in house plan, and I'm going to go to images. Just going to capture something really very simple. Mm, It looks like a good one right there. I'm going to right click. This is one way to do it. I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit copy image. I'll go back over to AutoCAD and I'm going to Control V. And that sets that bugger right in there. Okay. So it gives me a couple of dimensions here. So I'm going to go with that. Up here, I'm going to go into my construction line, go vertical, and I'm going to come in there and put that right at the end of that. Now, notice that it's a white line against a white background. So let's go and change that to something else like ground. So it'll be red. All right. So then I'm going to offset and I'm going to go 46 feet and I'm going to offset that to there. See how it's not right. So I'm going to highlight the picture and right click. I'm going to go to scale. I'm going to click right down here on my first little point that I had here, and I'm just going to click, and it's kind of hard. This thing does not let me show you. Get some things out of the way here. It asks you for a reference. When I hit scale, it asks me for a reference. So I'm going to click R, or I can just click it right here. And then I'm going to go back to that same spot again. I'm going to click. I'm going to go, well, it didn't take. Let's try it again. Okay, so highlight the picture, right click, scale, click on the first point. This time I'm just going to type in R, and I'm going to click on this first point again. Then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to click on this last point here. And now I have a way that I can control where this is going. So now I have moved this up, and you can see that it is 46 feet now. So a couple of things I can do. I can go into my polyline. First of all, I need to again I'm gonna change this over to red or ground, and I'm gonna go to my polyline, and I'm just gonna go grab some of these corners. Notice that, it gives me 45 feet, 8 7/8 inch. Well, I know for a fact that it's 46 feet because it tells me right there. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 46 feet. Boom, and that gives me that corner. Now, when I go down to this point, this doesn't tell me what these two are. So I'm just going to pull this down in here and I'm just going to see how close we are. And I'm going to push this and I'm going to say that it is 49 feet maybe. So I'm going to type in 49 feet. That gives me a little bit bigger than I wanted, but it's okay. I don't want a couple of inches if I can get away with it. Again, I'm going to type in 46 feet, and I'm going to go back up to the top and just close that right there off. Now I have my layout all the way around, which is this way here. Now I'm going to offset my walls. Either they're going to be a 2x6 wall or a 2x4 wall. In this case, I'm going to go with the 2x6 wall. So I'm just going to type in 6 inches because I have a 5.5 inch stud and a 1/2 inch of sheathing. So I'm going to type in 6, offset that. Now I have that out of the way. So now I have all of my outside walls. And if I push down on my roller, then the picture disappears and I can see what I've got actually there. So a couple of things. Let's go into line, and I just want to actually no. Let's go to linear, and I'm going to type in at that point right there. And I'm going to come over here, and about 6'2" is going to be the middle of that wall there. So I'm going to highlight these two outside lines, and I'm going to explode them so that I can manipulate them a little bit better. So I'm going to go to offset, and I'm going to type in 6'2", and I'm going to grab this line here and pull it over to the side. Now, I need to open up my windows and doors. Let's see where they be. You guys can't see it, but I've got a little thing here that allows me to control the video, and it gets in the way all the time. So let's see, I'm gonna open up and try to find, it's not there. Doggy. Let me try to see if I can find this. Should have already had it open. So, go. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here. Let's see, what was that? What size was that? And where are we? Was it this one? Don't remember which one I was working off of. There we go. Child seat. Okay. So I need to figure out kind of roughly how big that window is. And it looks to be, oh, a 3-foot window. So that's good. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to copy my 3-foot window and go back over to my other drawing. I'm just going to try to place that in there. I'm going to rotate that. I'm going to rotate it around this uh, number there. And I'm going to make this, since this is a bedroom window, I'm going to make it fairly big because we have to be able to get out of there. So a 3056 window. Highlight that booger and I'm going to put her in place. Okay, I'm going to grab the center of that booger. Line does not walk all the way out, so I'll have to go into this bottom line. There. Now I need to manipulate this to make it fit right. And dang it. All it's going to do is pick that stupid picture. So I'm just going to have to pick each little point. Boom, boom, boom. Right click, and I'm going to move. There. I'll extend that out. And I'm going to get rid of, there. I'm going to get rid of these inside lines here. Get rid of this line here as well, if I can see it. It's hard sometimes to work off of a drawing or something if you're trying to uh, just trace over it. Sometimes there's advantages and disadvantages, but that gives you an idea of how one way that you can do that. So let's go into another way. So if you go to Insert and you go to Attach, you can open up other type of pictures or, well, anything except for a PDF. You can't pull a PDF into it with the attach. So this is a drawing, this is a picture rather, of a chair, and this is the child seat that I've been kind of working on. I'm just going to use this as an example, and I'm going to rotate this, and notice that the picture is kind of wonky a little bit. So I'm going to go and put me in some construction lines, and then that way I can manipulate this picture. I'm going to rotate. I'm going to grab this point right here. Actually, I need to move that line just down just a little. About here. And I'm going to highlight the picture. I'm going to right click and rotate. Go back to this original point. And just like we did when the scale, I'm going to hit R. I'm going to press R, enter. And then I'm going to click here. And then I'm going to click on this one right down here. And then that way I can rotate this picture so that it is now, horizontal, or at least the feet are horizontal. So again, if I want to, I can go through here and I can just click over top of the drawing and trace all around it. Okay, so that's another way of putting it in. So let's go to one other type of insert, and that is for the PDF. So let's import a PDF. I don't know that I have one that is usable. Let me give it a try here. I don't know that I got a drawing that's PDF. Maybe, yeah, I do. Okay. So let's do that one there. That's cool. Okay. And it'll ask you a whole bunch of things. If there's a lot of pages to the PDF, it'll ask you which particular PDF that you want on here. I'm going to go with the foundation plan here. And then you need to check some of these other things off over here. Make sure that everything is what you want. Do you want a vector or do you want to raster the image? So once you hit OK, no objects were imported. The specific page contains no objects. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there are a couple of different types of PDFs. Some PDFs is a picture, and some PDFs actually have data in it. So let's see if I can find one that has actually data in it. This one may. It's importing. Yes. All right. So this is what I wanted to show you. So as it imported it as objects. I don't have to go over top of this and and trace it. It's already in there. Now, mind you, it's not combined. Each little letter is a different object. All right. And let me show you one other thing too. When it when it uh, when it inserts this in, it inserts a whole crap load um, of new layers in there. So that sometimes can be kind of annoying. And also, it doesn't tell you, or it won't, you've got to go and change a couple of things. Uh, so it puts it in as, some other type of thing. So you're going to have to go in there and change your style, whatever you want that might have been in there. My email is going nuts over here for some reason. So that's another way that you can put this in there. One other thing I want to show you, and it's just paste, copy and paste. And let's go for Google Maps. All right, so we go for Google Maps there. And let's say that I'm going to go to my house. Okay, so I'm going to go right over here to my house, and I want to try to work on some things. And, Google would obviously take a picture in the middle of summer for some reason. I don't know why they do that. Uh, but what I wanted to show you was, let's, here's my house, even though you can't see it for the stinking trees. Notice that right down here at the corner, you have a legend here that tells you how big this picture is. So if I hit uh, print screen, then I get this highlighted thing. I want to, I can go and change this later, but for right now, I want to make sure that I get uh, that little legend down there. So once I do that, I'm going to go back over to CAD and I'm going to hit Control V, which is paste, put that booger in there, go back to my um, construction line, and your construction line is there. I've got it saved up here. You can save these up here by doing and adding more commands up here, but this particular construction line is actually right there. Okay, so I'm going to hit construction line, right click, and I'm going to go vertical. I'm going to go right down here to this 20 footer. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to do an offset for 20 feet. I'm going to highlight the picture, right click, scale, start with my first point, click on that, then hit R, enter. And then I'm going to go to this other side. Whoops. Sometimes that happens when you go in too far, the picture disappears. And now this picture is to a scale. Uh, and if I were to try and see how big my house is, well, it's kind of hard to see where my stupid house is. And I didn't get the bus. I should have got the bus because I know how big the bus is. Let's try this picture one more time. Back over here. Pull down. So my bus is that's a weird picture. But anyway, my bus is roughly 37 feet long. So let's try this. I'm just going to move that down, put it in the center there. Hit print screen. Get it, all of it in there, especially that little thing right there. Go back over to CAD, and I'm going to drop it. Now, this is still 20 feet here. So if I want to, I can move this, and I'm just going to do that. I'm going to click on that point. I'm going to pull it over here, drop it right there, and then I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to scale it. Click on the first one, R for reference, enter. Click on the first one again. Click on the outside one or the 20-foot one on the picture. And now I have made that scale to that. Now let's see how close we are here. I'm going to click here. And I'm going to click here. And that says it's 27 feet. But the picture's weird. This is the rear end of it. So let's try it again. It's kind of hard to tell, but 37 feet is way out here. So maybe it's not as maybe that little scale is not as accurate as we thought. But let's say, for instance, if you could see the house, I know what we'll do. Let's go back over to here. I'm going to type in Burke GIS. GIS goes in here, except, and if whatever county you're in, you can find where your property is, and it will give you some of these pictures that work out pretty good. So I'm just going to zoom down to where my house is, and got to move a couple of things so I can get to it. Go to your pictures. And so here's my property right there. And I'm going to zoom into that. And I'm going to hit the picture. Oh, looky there. I can see a much more better in there. So notice that it doesn't really give me any kind of mapping legend there. But if I zoom in to this, and it's kind of hard to see, that is, I believe, 321.4 feet, I think. But nevertheless, I can copy this, go back over to CAD, drop that booger in, and let's see how close we are here. Vertical, drop, get rid of those two. I'm going to offset 337.5, maybe. 337.5. Offset. Oh, I've got a big picture there. So uh, I need to scale that. Click R. Click on the same point again. I'm going to go out here and grab this longest point and bring it down here. Now I am set to go. So I can draw in here and all kinds of things and use this. I can do my property if I need to. And I could get specific and type in, wait a minute, something's not right. That said 3027. I may have hit a wrong button there. Let's go back out a little bit. There. Offset 337.5. Enter. Oh, I know what I did. I got to put in the feet sign. 337.5 feet because it automatically goes to inches. I'm sorry, that was me. So I'm going to scale it. Click on, my fingers getting away. Scale. Click R for reference. enter, click, go out and grab that line right there and pull her in. Bingo, now I'm better. All right, so I can go right over top of this if I want to, and I can type in these numbers if I need to. Boy, wait a minute. There's 337.5, but this one says 314.5. I'm lost. Oh, that goes all the way out to there. Well, I'm just messing all over myself today, ain't I? Let's try this again. Last time, we're going to get it right this time. 314.5 feet, enter. Offset that line, and we're going to scale it one more time. And that should be right this time. There. All right. So again, if I want to do my property line, enter. We'll pull it over here, and I'm going to hit tab there because I don't want, I don't want it to, it won't let me do that, will it? I want to be able to put in, oh, maybe it was, I couldn't see it. There we go. 314 feet, 6 inches. All right. So this looks like about, God, I don't know if it's 50 or 60. I guess it's 50. All right. So I'm going to type in 50 feet. And then this one is 100.19. And I can put that in as 100.19 feet. And that is off. So that must not be 100. It must be something else. Maybe it's 100. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and fudge this just a little bit more because I can't make out that number. And look at there. This one don't even have a number. Doggone it. So we're just going to have to use our best guess. Click on there, and then I can go back up here and click on that, and I'm going to close. All right, so there's my property line. All right. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, give me a text, 446-7474. Thanks, guys.